Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. This horrific story is about a family that was tortured and killed because they followed God's dietary laws. I have left out a lot of the gory details. This story comes from Second Maccabee, chapter 7. This is in the Old Testament. This is one of the books that was removed from the Bible. One of 14 books that was removed. Excuse me. There was a woman. She was the mother of 7 sons. They followed the biblical dietary laws, and they were forbidden to eat pork. A king was trying to force people to eat pork, and this family refused, so they were arrested along with their mother. One of the sons spoke up against it, and he was the first to be tortured. They did things like cut out his tongue, cut off his limbs one by one, and then ask him if he would eat. And he said no. And they continued to torture him. And then they put him in a fire and began to burn him alive. And his mother and his 6 other brothers, they comforted each other and supported each other to be strong. Their mother had the strength of a man, meaning that she was very strong, and they were willing to die for what they believed in. So all of the sons were tortured and killed. It didn't say what happened to the mother, but this anonymous woman was committed to God, and as her son took his last breath, he said, "Your fury takes us out, but God will raise us up." If you would like to read more of this story, you can Google it. Second Maccabees, chapter 7. It's Maccabee. Maccabee. There were animals that were against biblical law. There were things that we were not supposed to eat. Animals that move along the ground, like rats, lizards, rabbits, and more. There's numerous animals that were unclean and that we were not supposed to eat. animals that walk on their paws. Even if you touch them after they're dead, you would be considered unclean until evening. There were animals in the water that we weren't supposed to eat. They had no fins or no scales. And there were several different types of birds and insects, shrimp and lobster, pig, swine. In the New Testament, we are allowed to eat mostly all foods except for those sacrificed to idols and contain blood or that were strangled. You can read more about these dietary laws in Mark 7:18 through 19. I don't like shrimp and lobster and a lot of seafood. Sometimes I'll eat whitefish. And pork, I try to eat a minimum of pork. I like bacon and ham, but when there's food out there that makes you swell, cause headaches, make you dizzy, rise your blood pressure, it's not healthy. So I try to avoid those things. And I hope you enjoy this story. Take care. Stay blessed.